Hello to all traders and welcome to another Market Insights video. This has been sponsored by Orbex. So we're looking at oil and gold in today's session after oil stood over $10 in the last couple of sessions on recession fears. Now, recession is what we've been talking about a few times on the Stock Watch and Market Insights videos because a lot of big firms in the world are expecting some kind of recession in the Euro and American zone in the fourth quarter of the year. So it's becoming quite apparent that a lot of investors are thinking the same thing. You know, oil has been in heavy demand and shot up quite significantly due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine and other mounting inflation fears as well. But in the near term, we've seen this drop below the $100 handle, which is quite significant as it's a big psychological level. So what are the causes? Well, we've had quite a strong dollar in the last few sessions. We've had euro dollar almost parity, trading below the 102 handle, I believe that in the morning session it's just trading above that, but also we've had these concerns in China that the COVID cases are going higher, so that means more restrictions, more lockdowns for the world's biggest importer of oil, so that's actually weighed heavy on the prices as well. But if we look in the near term on the daily chart, excuse me, we are looking now that the oil market is in a fully fledged bear market as well. As you can see, trading vastly under the Ichimoku cloud as we've broken through that zone, and now we're dipping below the $100 barrel, which is roughly about here. So very, very bearish at the moment. I was tracking on the RSI a possible bullish divergence, but as you can see here, we have basically double bottomed on the RSI, so there isn't really much of a divergence here. There's one lower low here. We were looking for a slight higher high to move here. Actually, let me just remove all these so it's a little bit easier to see. So I'll be looking at this bullish divergence, but unfortunately on the RSI we have dipped at the same level that we did before, so not really too much to sink our teeth into there, let's say, but very, very choppy in the oil degree. And if we look on a 4-hour chart as well, we are now seeing, as I said, this momentous downside movement, trading sideways for the last few hours, but that isn't really enough to give us a signal that we will start making a V-shaped recovery anytime soon. A lot of analysts are looking at this $100 a barrel psychological level, which could possibly propel prices high if they break it out again. But these recession fears have been looming for quite some time. Even at the back end of the second quarter, we have been seeing quite a bit of a move lower. So just keep that in mind. And speaking of strong dollar, I just want to take you on the euro dollar chart first of all today. Let's go back on a daily chart just to see. Let's just get rid of these drawings here. So just to see the momentous downshift of the euro dollar, and from the recent swing high, which was in the middle of 2021, we've seen a capitulation, going from 122 all the way down to 102, such a vast movement to the downside, and it doesn't look like it's picking up anytime soon. If we pull this all the way back to the last time we saw these lows, which was quite a long time ago, let's go back to a weekly chart. As you can see here, this was going back to 2002. We broke this previous low, which we saw at the back end of 2016, where we had the 103 handle being breached, but nothing like this has happened in over 2 decades. So very, very worrying times for traders that are hoping of a weak dollar. But obviously we've got the NFP numbers tomorrow, so we'll see if that comes into fruition as well. So going back to gold, I want to go on a daily chart because just want to emphasize what we're dealing with here at the moment. So if we just put everything into scale, as you can see here, in the last couple of sessions we've gone from possibly the high end of the 1808, dropping all the way down to 1735. So it's quite a significant drop, over $50-60 in just a matter of a couple of sessions. So will this recover anytime soon? Well, as you can see here, from the last swing high, a little bit like oil, we are in a vast bear market once again. So just something to keep an eye out for in the next few trading sessions. We'll look on the technicals on the 4-hour chart as well, because a little bit like oil, I was hoping for some kind of divergence on the RSI, but as you can see here, we've made a lower low as we have done. It's moving in tandem with the prices. So 1744, 1745 currently trading. Will we get back up to the 1800 handle by the end of the next session, which is quite a long way away? It has been done by the back end of a couple of trading days, but we've got, as I said, we've got the NFP tomorrow. So I just want to plug in my free live webinar. So please join if you are interested to see where these markets are going. We'll be looking at euro dollar, pound dollar, gold, oil, the Dow Jones, all the important markets that could be shaken up. And obviously we've got unemployment data in America as well. So join me for my live webinar tomorrow, and any questions, feel free to add them to the YouTube post. And obviously, because it's a live webinar, you can ask me anything at any time depending on the markets that you're interested in. So feel free to join me then. So until then, have a great trading day, and we'll speak again tomorrow. Bye for now.